If you're over 60 and waking up at 3 or 4 a.m., feeling out of sync, drained, and like your body's betraying you every morning, this isn't just aging, and it's not something you should ignore. This is your wake-up call. Senior insomnia isn't just about getting older. It's a silent warning sign, a slow, creeping breakdown that can rob you of your health, independence, and even your identity, long before you realize what's happening. Here's the brutal truth. As we age, our brains stop producing enough melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. This isn't your fault. It's biology. But if you don't actively adjust your daily habits, your evening routine, your exposure to light, your diet, then you're pushing your body into a downward spiral. Higher cortisol levels, restless, anxious nights, overloaded heart function, and each sleepless night, it's aging you twice as fast. Let me tell you about Maria, 78. She thought her 3 a.m. wake-ups were just a part of getting older. 6 months later, she was having panic attacks at night. Then, a hypertensive episode hit her while she was lying in bed. Now she sleeps with emergency meds under her pillow and lives in quiet fear that one night she won't wake up at all. That's not aging. That's deterioration. And it starts where most people never look, in their sleep. If you're getting less than 6 hours of sleep regularly, you're not just tired. You're accelerating cognitive decline. You're weakening your immune system. You're walking directly toward memory loss and emotional burnout. And most people don't realize it until it's too late. So what can you do right now to slow the damage? Cut the screens. 2 hours before bed, shut off everything. Phones, tablets, even the TV. One quick scroll can throw off your melatonin production like that. Sleep in pitch black darkness. Not dim, not cozy. Full, complete darkness. Even that tiny glowing dot from your remote, it's telling your brain to stay awake. Doubt. No eating 3 hours before bed. Your digestion system isn't supposed to be working overtime when your body needs to rest. Nighttime meals equal sign nighttime stress equals sign broken sleep. If you've been wondering why mornings feel harder than they used to, why you can't focus like before, why your emotions feel closer to the surface than ever, you're not just aging. You're being drained by a problem that can be stopped, but only if you face it head on. And this is just the beginning. Here's the second truth you absolutely need to hear. A senior who's not sleeping well isn't just aging. They're shutting down, slowly, quietly, and often without realizing it. And the most dangerous part? You've been told, maybe for years, that this is normal. You're getting older, sleep just gets lighter. You wake up more at night, that's how it goes. No, that's not how it goes, that's how it ends. If you let it. Waking up every 90 minutes, struggling to fall back asleep, feeling breathless during the night, battling anxious dreams. That's not normal. That's your body waving a red flag. Here's something that will hit hard. One of the strongest predictors of early death in seniors is disrupted deep sleep. Not light sleep, not total time in bed, deep. That's the stage when your brain repairs itself, when your heart gets a break, when your hormones reset. Miss that stage, night after night, and your body starts falling apart from the inside out. Let's make this personal. Meet Peter, 81, a retired Army officer. Strong, sharp, disciplined. But in his 70s, his sleep got worse. He kept it to himself. He told his daughter, "I've always been a light sleeper. It's just my age." 2 years later, his memory started breaking down. He struggled to finish sentences. Doctors told him the damage was already done. Now, here's the part no one tells you. The scariest part. You can be sleep deprived and not even know it. You think you're sleeping. You're not. You're floating in and out of light sleep, never reaching the restorative phase. And over time, your energy, your memory, your personality, all begin to fade. What can you do about it? You fight back, with strategy, not excuses. Track your sleep. Don't rely on, "I think I slept okay." Use a notebook, an app, or a wearable tracker. Get data. Get tired. Control the bedroom temperature. After 60, your body stops regulating heat efficiently. A room that feels fine could be silently disrupting your deep sleep. Keep it cool, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius. Skip the evening wine. Yes, it feels relaxing, but it's fooling you. Alcohol fragments your sleep architecture, blocks REM in deep stages, and leaves you more exhausted than before. Millions of older adults fall into the same trap. They believe what they're going through is just part of getting older. And by the time they realize it's not, it's already started costing them their health, their clarity, even their relationships. Don't fall for the lie. The moment you accept poor sleep as normal is the moment your decline begins, and that's something you can change, starting tonight. Let's talk about something nobody wants to say out loud, but everybody feels. Are you more irritable than you used to be, forgetting small things, losing your temper faster? Does your energy just crash halfway through the day, even when you haven't done much? Here's the hard truth. That's not just aging. That's chronic sleep deprivation. And it's doing more damage than you realize. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It controls your mood, your memory, even the way you speak. When you stop sleeping deeply, you start becoming someone else, someone harder to be around. The worst part, you may not notice the changes in yourself, but the people who love you, they do. Let me share a real story. Elena, 42, told us about her mom, age 74. She used to be sweet, lighthearted, but something shifted. She became short-tempered, withdrawn. I thought it was depression. Then I realized she wasn't sleeping. Every night she paced the house. Every day she was bitter and exhausted. Eventually we just started talking to her less. It hurt. That's the emotional erosion insomnia causes. You think you're managing, you think you're fine, but if your brain isn't getting deep rest at night, you're not managing, you're unraveling, and so are your relationships. It starts small. You lose interest in conversation. You start snapping over little things. You stop reaching out. Others stop reaching back. Soon you're alone and wondering how it happened. This isn't about blame. This is about awareness. Because the moment you realize what sleep loss is doing to your behavior, your patience, your connection with others, that's the moment you can take control. Here's what you can start doing tonight. Create a quiet zone every evening. 1 hour before bed, no news, no phone calls, no serious conversations, just peace. Your nervous system needs it. Try a warm foot soak. It sounds simple, but it triggers your body's parasympathetic response, lowering stress hormones and helping you unwind. Go for a short walk 2-3 hours before bedtime. Walking balances your blood pressure, resets your internal clock, and clears your mind before the night ahead. You are not a burden. You are still capable of love, joy, connection, laughter. But if you don't defend your sleep, you risk that becoming someone your family doesn't recognize anymore. That's not fate, that's a choice, and you still have time to make the right one. And now, the final blow, the one most people don't even see coming. Until it's too late. Did you know that over half of serious, life-changing falls in seniors happen during the night? Not during some major accident, not from slippery stairs, but from a single moment, waking up disoriented, groggy, in a state called sleep inertia. One panic step in the dark, one stumble toward the bathroom, and your entire life changes. Here's the kicker. Chronic insomnia triples the number of these confused awakenings. You don't wake up calmly, you wake up in chaos, heart racing, brain fogged, unsure of where you are. And your legs? They're not ready to support you. Now, imagine this happening at 2 a.m. No light, no balance, no warning. That's not just scary, that's dangerous. But physical danger is only half the story. Here's what really hits hard. Sleep loss slowly erodes your identity. The neurons that control your memory, your sense of self, your motivation, they break down without quality sleep. And the change is so gradual, most people don't notice it until they're already gone. You start forgetting names, then faces. You lose interest in the things you used to love. You stop finishing your sentences. You stop recognizing yourself in the mirror. Ever heard someone say, "You're not the same person you used to be"? It may not be personality. It may not be aging. It might be the brutal cost of sleepless nights. But there's a way out, and it starts with action. Install a soft motion sensor nightlight. warm amber light, not white or blue. It helps your brain stay calm and gives you safe footing if you wake up in the dark. Ask your doctor about natural supplements. Magnesium glycinate, L-theanine, or low-dose melatonin can gently support sleep cycles, but always under supervision. Get screened for sleep apnea. Over 60% of older adults suffer from breathing interruptions during sleep and have no idea. It's not just snoring, it's silent damage, night after night. You're not powerless. You don't have to fade into the background of your own life. Sleep is your lifeline, your reset button, your protection. And yes, you deserve to claim it back. Insomnia is not just a symptom. It's a signal, a warning. And if you ignore it, no one else can answer that call for you. You still have time to protect your body, to preserve your mind, to stay you. The question is, will you start tonight?